Howdy guys and girls, and welcome back to another Blitz gameplay walkthrough with me, 48 Ton Ruckus. I have finally finished my latest Wargaming collaboration video, which should drop in the next day or two. Very excited to show this one off. I've been working hard on it using some fancy editing techniques. Fancy for me anyway. And I think it's turned out really well, so looking forward to this one going live. The downside is I haven't had much time to do anything else. I haven't recorded many games or made any other videos. So what I've got today is the continuation of the forum supremacy battles we've been doing here on the Asia server. These are the timed in games done via a browser clock. Very basic system, but it's been working out well. Generally get some good numbers in game. We've been doing mainly tier 10 battles over the course of an hour, 3 times a week, because that gives us the best chance of seeing each other in game, and because the tier 10s are the pinnacle of the lines in Blitz, obviously. But for the middle game, we've been mixing it up for lols. We started out with the T2 light tank, attempting to get a bunch of those in game, but either not enough people owned one, or the lower tier games are too watered down with lots and lots of players. So we swapped to tier 6, and what better tier 6 to bring into any battle than the mighty Tog. I've christened mine for these forum supremacy battles the HMAS Nimble for her brilliant turn of speed and maneuverability. The downside, of course, to any Tog battle is the half an hour it takes you to bring yourself into a position to engage the enemy, so bear with us here. This has turned into what looks to be a very typical windmill slog on Wintermail Novcup. Both teams are bunched up in the corner under the windmill, trading damage. Our guys have taken heaps of damage, but they're about to be reinforced by 3,000 hit points, which will make a huge difference. Unfortunately for Carvin, Marvin and Sid, their teammates are not going to trade damage very well. You can see that PZ-3-4 coming all the way over there to get a shot away. And now this KV-1S and T-34-85 pulling far too far out of cover, not attempting to use hold down techniques at all, which you can do from that corner even in Russian vehicles with low gun depression. So myself and Spawnal Chariot in his Tog have rocked up. Sid B very late to the party, don't know why it's taken him so long to get here now. Maybe got a terrible starting position, which does happen on this map and is all the more painful when you're in a slow vehicle. And unfortunately for him, he is far too late to make a difference now. I've been getting some very, very lucky shots away on the move. The good thing about having a vehicle that only does 14 km per hour top speed is that the reticule does not bloom out very large when you're on the move, so you can get shots away. The Black Prince is great for that. And Carvin Marvin making a desperate dash for a last kill, goes down, and now there's just a very unfortunate Cromwell left. This game is done. Come on, Tog. Give him another broadside. Will he get the kill? No. The T-150 does. Good game, guys. Thank you. HMAS Nimble coming away with a first class badge, Confederate Award and Sniper Medal. 2,600 damage, 1k for Evangeline, my platoon mate, a Japanese lad in his box tank. 17 shots fired, 16 penetrations, huge credits there, 70,000 and 3k XP. We move now to the scorched sands of Oasis Palms, where it's Metal Storm versus Ace in a huge grudge match. I'm in the T110E5, my platoon mate, Tote Ruler is in the T62A, and the team is splitting. We've lost some meds to the northern flank. Not an immediate problem depending on what they run up against. And the rest of the heavies and that T30 are backing us up, although very slowly. I don't know why they haven't pushed up as fast as we have. Tote Ruler's heading to the high ground. There is the Metal Storm guys. That is a problem for those medium tanks. There's a T110E5 here with us. And more reds popping up on the map. That makes 4 now on that flank. which gives us an opportunity to isolate this T110E5 and his remaining backup if we can get the numbers. Unfortunately, our team is spread out. The T30 is stalled. We've lost a heavy to the northern flank, and that's going to reduce our punch here in this situation. T110's got backup in the form of a Jagdtiger. Ace Tote Rulers rushing in. We've got to make the most of this opportunity. There's Hoodie 72 in his IS-7. Got to be careful I don't block him. Pop, pop. Down goes the T110E5. Tote Rulers rushing into that Jagdtiger. This should be an easy kill. If we can get rid of this guy and consolidate our position, this will give us a massive upper hand. One into the side of the Jagdtiger. I figure he's definitely going down before my reload. 3 on him. Looks like Hoodie's had the same idea though. He drives straight past him. Jagdtiger is still alive. How? Finish him! Finally. Well, that's changed things up. We've now got both teams facing off over the cap. Even damage, even kills at this point. M103 was last spotted up on the high ground, sniping. They've got the 2 Storm guys on reasonable health, and this Jagdpanzer E100. Unlucky bounce there off the spaced armor. Cap has begun, and I'm spotted, taking fire from the left. That'll be an IS-7, I bet. Yep, Storm Aegon has flanked all the way around, using the good top speed of the IS-7. The T-30 is in a terrible position at this point. I don't expect him to last much longer, or for that HE round to do any damage to Aegon's turret, which it does not. Tote Rulers on low health, holding up the cap. It's probably not the best place for him to be. Cap was not urgent, and one hit from an IS-7, he'll be done. So I need to keep Aegon back from any flanking shots down to the cap area. If I can get to where that T-30 is and put pressure on him directly, that would be best, but I don't want to cross in the open. Jagdpanzer E100 not looking my way. Perhaps now's the chance. Hesitant. I should be getting shots on at least that Conqueror. And that will actually come back to bite me on the arse later, as we'll see. Looks like there's a push going on at cap. Here's my chance to move. The rock blocks the Jagdpanzer E100 from taking a shot at me. We lose Tote Ruler to iBoss. He's having a good game. And I just did not quite have the gun depression to hit Aegon's lower plate there. Unlucky for me to miss his unangled frontal plate there, and also lucky that I bounced one or absorbed that with my tracks as well. There's the lower plate shot I was looking for. He gets one as well. Swap back to AP because I felt dirty about using heat. Still looking for the flattest portion of the pike nose depending on where he's positioned. Trading damage now, but he's face hugging. I've got to go back to heat through the front plate, and he is not tracking me well. AP again from that angle is fine. Get the kill. Back up now. Can I get iBoss before he moves to cover? Nope. Finger slips off the controls, hits the fire button, and ruins that chance. That could have been the deciding blow there. I was having issues this game. I cut my finger in a drunken cooking incident a couple of days earlier, and there was blood all over my left-hand joystick towards the end of these games. Not a good confidence builder when you're in a situation like this, having a sticky phone screen. Got the Jagdpanzer E100 isolated here. I get an incredibly lucky bounce off some portion of my turret. I'm taking hits from the rear. That is that damn Conqueror. He's got, it's a stock Conqueror too, setting me on fire. Oh, come on. Lower plate. Come on. Oh, he backs away just in time. Still taking hits from that Conqueror. Bounce. Give me the chance. Back to heat. Conqueror with the killing blow. Curse you, Prim War. It was a good battle though. GG. $3.6k, 9 for Tot Ruler. Good game by Hoodie there, 3.7. 17 shots fired, 13 penetrations, negative 10k on the expenditure there with those heat rounds fired and a full repair expense. Oh well. I am back in my trusty E100 for the final game here on Desert Sands. It's a similar lineup too. Aegon and Hoodie are back in the IS-7s again. It's a much smaller map, Desert Sands, a lot shorter distance to the first engagement, so I'm just going to drive straight forward and see what I come up against. I've got HE loaded, as I often do in a big gun like this, at least until I know what I'm up against. With HE, you only have to hit the center of mass. You don't have to worry about armor thicknesses or anything like that, so for the first snapshot, HE will do. I'll side scrape this bush here in the building, see what comes along. There's Aegon, 2 tanks on the red side, out in the open. I risk my lower plate here to get a clutch shot away at that object. There's a Jagdtiger climbing the hill, not a threat at this point, he's not looking my way, so I'm going to bust forward. All the enemy, except for one, are on the map at this point. There's the T-62 as well, out in the flanking ground, so push forward. And hopefully with the backup I've got, cause maximum damage and get rid of this side before the Reds in the flanking ground can pull back. No shot on the IS-8, he's behind the wall. The Jagdtiger's looking my way, but doesn't look like he can get a shot. HE here again, no need to worry about penetrating, all it has to do is hit a glancing blow. IS-8 has rushed out in the open, he's behind me at this point. No shot there for the Jagdtiger, who was clearly aiming for my lower plate. Dive into the building. This IS-8 has exposed his rear to all my backup, so I'm not worrying about him. Who will I shoot at here? What ammo type to go with? AP, HE will do it. Snapshot, object. Woody has come forward. Don't know how he took all that damage, but he goes down. I thought I swapped to AP here, but I'm still on HE. That's a bit of a misplay. Don't get much in the way of damage. I take a big hit there from the ISU, who played smart there, coming around rolls. Distracted. But I'm going to beat his reload. I'm on AP again. Is he going to take a shot? No, he hangs around. I get the killing blow. 3 kills. The T-62A goes down before I can get my reload up again. And now Aegon is a forlorn sight out there in the open ground by himself. So this game is just about done. I'm going to flank around behind Aegon whilst my team move in from the front. Anyone can join these Supremacy games if you play on the Asia server. Just check the forums. It's under game discussion, I think. You'll find the poster there with all the times and details for the browser clock. I thought Aegon might push over there, make it a one-on-one, but he's held up by the guys coming into his rear. Quote unquote. Back to HE. Oh, come on, how did that penetrate? I was angled. That shot, perhaps with AP, would have gone through, but HE will do. I will farm some easy damage with the brute force of high explosive. PSU Spanner in the IS-8 gets the kill. Well done, guys, and good game to all. And that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for this collaboration video that's coming out over the weekend, hopefully. So good luck in game, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.